Good morning. Oh. I just noticed this. Wait, what? This book is crazy. Let me tell you something. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna read about the Hermit really quickly. Sorry, how long was that? A minute? Okay, hi, how are you doing? Click off if you don't want to listen. I don't care. I'm gonna read about the Hermit though today. I've never read it. Hopefully it's not too long. It's not long at all. The Hermit. This card is attributed to the letter Yod, which means the hand. Hence the hand, which is the tool or the instrument. Par excellence is in the center of the picture. The letter Yod is the foundation of all the letters of the Hebrew alphabet, which are merely combinations of it in various ways. The letter Yod is the first letter of the name of Tetragrammaton, and this symbolizes the Father, who is wisdom. He is the highest form of Mercury and the Logos, the creator of all worlds. Accordingly, his representative in the physical life as spermatozoon is why the card is called the Hermit. The card is of the Hermit itself, recalls the shape of the letter Yod, and the color of his cloak is the color of Binah, in whom he gestates. In his hand he holds a lamp, whose center is the sun, portrayed in the likeness of the sigil of the great king of fire. Yod is the secret fire. It seems he is contemplating, in a certain sense, adoring an Orphic egg, greenish in color. Because it is conterminous with the universe, while the snake which surrounds it in many colored with the universe, while the snake which surrounds it is many colored to signify the iridescence of Mercury. For he is not only creative, but is the fluid essence of light, which is the life of the universe. The highest symbolism of this card, therefore, fertility in its most exalted sense. And this is reflected in the attribution to the card to the sign of Virgo, which is another aspect of the same quality. Virgo is an earthly sign. It is referred especially to corn, so that the background of the card is a field of wheat. Virgo represents the lowest, most receptive, most feminine form of earth, and informs the crust over Hades. Yet not only is Virgo ruled by Mercury, but Mercury is exalted therein. Compare the 10 discs and the general doctrine that the climax of the descent into matter is the signal for the reindignation by spirit. Redintegration. I don't know what that means. It is the formula of the princess, the mode of fulfillment of the great work. This card recalls the legend of Persephone, and therein is a dogma, concealed within Mercury, is a light which pervades all parts of the universe equally. One of his titles is Psychopompus, the guide of the soul through the lower regions. These symbols are indicated by his serpent wand, which is actually growing out of the abyss, and is the spermatozoon developed as a poison and manifesting the fetus following him as Cerberus, the three-headed hound of hell, whom he has tamed. In this trump is shown the entire mystery of life in the most secret workings. Yod, phallus, spermatozoon, hand, logos, virgin. There is perfect identity, not merely equivalence of the extremes in the manifestation of the method. What does this say? Okay. Okay, interesting. We're gonna try this. I've never tried to read it this way. So the first operation in which Crowley recommends us to do, I'm gonna do it with the Rider-Waite-Smith. I could do it with this. I also have a Lenormand deck mixed in with my Crowley deck, but he says to cut the deck 4 times, each representing one letter of the name of Tetragrammaton, which is I or Y, H, V, H. So let's do that. Okay, so begin with the pack in front of you. Cut and place the top half to the left. Cut each pack again to the left. Okay. To the left. I gotta do it to the other way. Okay. H, V, H, I. Find the significator. If it be in yod, the question refers to work, business, etc. If hey, the pack to love, marriage, or pleasure. If vow, pack to trouble, loss, scandal, etc. If in the final hey, pack to money, goods, material matters. Okay, so we're looking for the Hermit card. That was the final hey, so it's not about money, goods, and such material matters. So then, is it in the vow? And this is going to be talking about trouble, loss, scandal, quarreling, etc. It is in that one. The Hermit card. Okay. So we have, this reading is going to be about trouble, loss, scandal, quarreling, or etc. It says, tell the querent what he has come for. If wrong, abandon the divination. If right, spread the pack out containing the signifier upwards. Count the cards from him, the direction in which he faces. The counting should include the card from which you want. The counting should include the card from which you count. For knights, princess, and queens. Okay. Make a story of these cards. The story that of beginning the affair. Pair the cards on either side of the significator and then those outside of him and so on. Make another story, which should fill in the details omitted in the first. If the story is not quite accurate, it should not be discouraged. Perhaps the querent himself does not know everything, but the main lines ought to be laid down firmly with correctness, or divination should be abandoned. Stop moving this fucking thing. Stop. I'm not sharing my fucking health data with you. Leave me alone, stupid thing. I'm not sharing my fucking health data with you. What is wrong with you? Okay, so we have a knight, and so we count 4. Okay. We have the 6 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Knights, queens, and princes count 4. So we have 8 in total here. We have a 6. Okay, so we're thinking about Virgo here. We have 2 Virgo cards, and that's really representing the AC and the DC axis. Meaning that you and the relationships in which you involve yourself in bring you gain for yourself and bring gain for yourself, and it also brings gain for the people around you, right? It's you're able to provide, right? You you could feel disgusted at something though. There could be like a strong feeling of like disgust. Maybe after the fact of the gain, like after you've gained something, there could be a situation where the person in which you have gained something from, you feel disgust about after you've gained it. So there could be something shameful you're doing. Something that makes you feel shame, or something like, oh my God, why did I do that? But it's like you have what you need and now you've won. We have a rat in reverse. I just saw that. Okay. And then over here on the IC and the MC axis, we have a Queen of Swords and a 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is Jupiter in Leo, and Leo is 12 signs from Virgo. I do feel like the person that you're gaining this, whatever it is you're gaining from, does definitely feel a sense of accomplishment or a sense of victory. They definitely feel as though they've won. It looks like a win-win situation here, okay? But this was supposed to be about trouble, loss, scandal, quarreling, etc. When every card that I see out here is pretty positive. It looks like for both parties involved. Now, there could be something about you and the person that you're closely teamed up with, the person that you are closely working with, where you're both winning, but maybe there are people external to you, external to the people that you're working closely with, that are feeling a sense of loss and feeling a sense of scandal, quarreling, upset at your victory, upset at your victory and also the people you're dealing with's victory, because we have both axes here very in a positive way. It's almost like you are taking spots in some way. It's like you're taking someone's spot, or you are winning. But also I am winning, right? This is winning for me and winning for you. This is a win-win situation, which when people start winning, that means that someone is starting to lose. Right? If I start winning, if me and you as a team start to win, there's going to be another team that's going to start to lose. So be aware of that. The Emperor. The Mountain. The 10 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. The Book. The Ace of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Well, you have 3 Jupiter-ruled cards here. I'm sorry, you have the Emperor, which is a naturally Mars-ruled card, in alignment with this Knight of Discs and this 10 of Cups. Such a positive reading. The Anchor fell on top of Aleister Crowley down here by my feet. Well, let's read a little bit about what we pulled out here. What does he say specifically about the Knight of Pentacles? the Fool with the Six of Pentacles. I'm really glad I just sat down to do this. The Knight of Discs represents the fiery part of Earth and refers to a particular phenomena of mountains, earthquakes, and gravitation. It also represents the activity of Earth regarded as the producer of life. He rules the 21st degree of Leo to the 20th degree of Virgo, and thus concerned greatly with agriculture. This warrior is short and sturdy in type. He is clothed in great solidity of plate armor, but his helmet, which is crested with the head of a stag, is thrown back for a moment, his function entirely confined with the production of food. For this reason, he is armed with a flail. Confined with the production, he is armed with a flail. What is he armed with? Oh, it's like a stick-looking thing. Oh, no, it's like nunchucks. Looks like he has nunchucks. Nunchucks. And so... This card represents Tiphareth in the suit of fire. It shows energy and completely balanced manifestation. The 5 has broken up the forces with the 4 of the revolutionary Ardor. But a marriage has taken place between them, and the result is the sun and the sun. This refers also to Jupiter and Leo, which seems to imply a benediction of harmony and beauty of this arrangement. It will be seen that the 3 wands of the 3 adepts are now orderly arranged, and the flames themselves, instead of shooting out in all directions, burns steadily in lamps. They are 9 in number in reference to Yesod and the moon. This shows the stabilization of the energy and its reception and reflection by the feminine. There is no circle to enclose the system. It is a self-supporting like the sun. It is self-supporting like the sun. Very interesting. And the 9 of Discs. The number 9, Yesod, inevitably brings back the balance of force and fulfillment. The card is ruled by Venus in Virgo. It shows good luck attending to material affairs, favor, and popularity. The discs are arranged in an equilateral triangle of 3 apex upwards, close together, and surround at some distance by a ring, 6 larger discs in the form of a hexagon. This signifies the multiplication of the original established word by the mingling of good luck and good management. The 3 central discs are the magical pattern in the earlier cards, but the others, since the descent into matter implies the gradual exhaustion of the original whirling energy, now takes form of coins. These may be marked with magical images of the appropriate planets. As a general remark, one may say that the multiplication of a symbol of energy always tends to degrade its essential meaning as a way to complicate it. And then finally we have the Queen of Swords. And I'm just going to read a little tiny bit from that, but because I got to get to work soon, but I just wanted to come on here and do my reading for the day. It sounds like it's going to be a good day. The Queen of Swords represents the watery part of air, the elasticity of the element, and its power of transmission. She rules the 21st degree of Virgo to the 20th degree of Libra. She is enthroned upon the clouds. The upper part of her body is naked, but she wears a gleaming belt of sarong. It's like almost like a girdle, or it's like like if you notice, like it looks like a how do you say it? A corset, but like a corset where your boobs are out. I'm just saying. And she has somebody's head cut off in her hands. All right. Okay. The newly severed head of a bearded man. She is clear, conscious perception of idea and the liberator of the mind. I'm going to leave that message there. I really hope that this was helpful for you. And very interesting. Also, we had the Emperor come out, which in like a Goetic deck or in an angelic deck is actually my physical ruler based on my birthday, and the deity or the Goetic spirit that Mikhail, like unto God, rules is Vapor, which is like the siren, the water, the mermaids, the mermans. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Alright, that's my message. I hope it was helpful for you. I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching if you decided you wanted to watch. If you did get something from this message, which you should have gotten some... Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Okay. But you should have gotten something from this reading, and if you didn't, then okay, but hit the like button, or it doesn't really work, right? The energy doesn't get to you if you don't hit that like button, right? That like button's important, right? You got to put some spirit into the reading. If you don't resonate with the reading, then you don't like the reading, and therefore you're not putting your, this is the finger for spirit or soul. So if you are interested in the reading, if the reading resonates for you, hit the like button, and that way you will get the message to you, and you will help make the spirit of the reading stronger. Now, if it's a bad message and it's not really a lot of very positive things coming out, then you can expect this just flipped out again. When I put it back in the deck, it just flipped out again. You just saw it. You know, if you want that energy to come to you, then that's fine and that's good. But just hit the like button, hit the heart button. Don't, it won't hit you. I won't allow it to manifest in your life. But if you hit the like button, it's really simple. It's not like you're paying me any money for it, right? It's really fucking simple. If you want the message to hit you, if you want the magic of the message of you know, Israel, right? At Crowley as Israel, the creator of the deck, the creator of one of the most powerful magicians that has ever been, he was a scholar, right? He was, and there might be some things that he was controversial, or like some sides that he might have sided with that, you know, we don't necessarily see as the winners of World War II or whatever. I don't really know, but just, it has already been written. It's already been written. And I think that there's a lot of wisdom that we can extract from as much work as he put into his practices. So I'm interested to be able to dig a little bit deeper into it. I do know that there are some things that I probably won't agree with, but that's fine. That's how all things go. It doesn't mean that you completely invalidate a human or a person for their sense of knowledge. Anyways, thanks for watching. Goodbye.